All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Let's welcome our next fighter making his way to the cage, Angel the Kraken Diaz.
It's Sunday night in Los Angeles, California. Welcome to Club Nokia at LA Live for the University of Mixed Martial Arts. I'm Rich Slayton, joined by Donna Gonzalez to call this 125-pound fight between Matheus Santos and Angel Diaz.
Who has a really cool fight name.
The Kraken on his way to the cage. Diaz stands 5 feet 6 inches tall. The 18-year-old with a record of 1 win and 1 loss out of Systems Training Center in Hawthorne, California.
Systems Training Center, we like these guys.
Oh,
a lot of good fighters, a lot of good alums from the University of MMA. Angel is a blue belt in BJJ. He has a kickboxing background. He's been training MMA for about a year. The funny thing is, these two have met each other before in a grappling competition. And
Santos definitely got the better of that exchange the first time, and Diaz has expressed his desire to get that victory back tonight.
so I, being a BJJ fan, am looking very forward to seeing if this goes on the ground.
Well, interesting, Angel Diaz struggled a little bit in his last fight where he lost due to the grappling. He says tonight he's made some changes due to training with bigger guys in the gym.
Sure,
trying to
that
make
always
sure
helps.
He's always undersized with the people he's trying to work with.
Yeah.
But his plan tonight is to throw overhands. He thinks with that overhand right, he can catch the chin of Santos and change the tenor of this fight early in the match.
Overhand rights can be devastating. They can be tricky too, because you can get caught with uppercuts and straight right punches or left punches, depending on the fighter. So yeah, absolutely.
And his opponent, Matheus Santos.
And on the other side of the cage tonight, 20-year-old Matheus Santos from Pomona, California, fighting with MMAFC.
Coming out of Pomona, he is with a new coach, Mihai Beliru. I hope I said that right. I probably didn't. I'm sorry. Also a blue belt, which is why they met each other in the grappling competition, and has a high school wrestling background. He likes to compete a lot in BJJ, so I would imagine that he's very comfortable going to the ground and is probably going to be looking to take it there, maybe to just say he got another W over the same fighter.
On top of that, he has done very, very well, taking a victory at Worlds in his division in 2012 at IBJJF.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. So the 5'7" Santos against the 5'6" Angel Diaz. Santos probably going to be making this that classic striker-grappler matchup. Angel Diaz again looking for those overhands.
Right. Well, we always like those, and I'm excited to see which one is going to be able to push his fight or his will against the other one.
Now Diaz has shown in the past a fairly sticky top game, showing great takedown defense as well against that in that win against Sonny Ashton, which he won by round 1 submission in March of this year. But you gotta wonder what his plan is for keeping Santos off of him.
Well, I mentioned that he has been training with heavier fighters. He has been working on using his hips, getting people off of him, maybe utilizing his butterflies a lot more, or just in general working from the ground. There's a lot of things you can do from your back as long as you have the proper tools. So it just kind of depends on how he and his teammates have been training.
Flyweights tonight at the University of Mixed Martial Arts. 125 pounds of fury coming at you from both sides. To get things kicked off, let's go inside the cage with Salvador Ariana.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Our next fight is brought to you by That's It Fruit Bar, the 2-ingredient snack. Scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds in the flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist. He steps into the cage with the record of 1 win and 1 loss. He stands at 5 feet 6 inches tall and weighed in at 125.4 pounds, representing Systems Training Center from Hawthorne, California, Angel the Kraken Diaz. And his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, making his debut. He stands at 5 feet 7 inches tall and weighing officially at 125.4 pounds. He fights and trains with MMAFC and knockout boxing from Goiânia, Brazil, Matheus Santos. Man in charge of the action, Alex Smith.
3 2-minute rounds in the flyweight division. Angel Diaz in the blue corner. Matheus Santos in the red corner. This is the University of Mixed Martial Arts. It starts here.
These guys even coming out with very different styles. Woo!
Quick double jab
my
from
goodness.
Diaz. Hard body kick from Santos.
Oh, that was a slip.
Both guys trying to find their range.
Matheus.
And it's Matheus Santos who lands the first big overhand.
Yeah, he's swinging with bad intentions of hard punch.
And here's where Diaz didn't want the fight to be.
Good takedown from Matheus.
Santos elevating the hips of Diaz very well.
Looking to pass right now. Losing position a little bit, but he's right back in it. And Diaz working up. Matheus is not letting him get up out of this.
Relentless with those
But
takedowns.
good reversal.
Now, look at this now. Diaz going under looking for a leg. You can do straight knee bars in the amateurs, just no rotational leg locks.
So no heel hooks, no toe holds. Nice. That looks like it might have rocked Angel just a little bit.
30 seconds, Angel.
But Angel has now survived the dangerous game of Matheus Santos.
He
Matheus
has.
has to be really good. Front kick to the face from Santos.
And Matheus working for that takedown again. Angel looks like he's reaching over, trying to grab his arm, possibly for a Kimura attempt. And it looks like he has it locked in. Can he finish it, is the question.
Santos defending well, has that arm trapped inside
Right,
the hips.
as long as his hand is inside, grabbing onto his own thigh, he's not in too much danger of having that finished.
A little Steven Seagal action from Matheus Santos. That front kick to the face.
Oh, yeah. So does that mean we can make a meme with Matheus now?
Yeah, let's do
So
it.
I taught him. I told him to use the front kick.
You know, I just went in there and gave him some extra tips. Let me go arrest some people. Matheus Santos showing a much more varied game than we expected. Of course,
Yes.
his bio on the California Amateur Mixed Martial Arts Organization's website said his background was in one word,
Everything. Well, if you're going to be an MMA fighter, maybe that's what you want to.
Probably should. You know, I gotta wonder though, what kind of confidence Angel Diaz might have gained from those grappling exchanges. I mentioned it for a moment earlier, but he said, you know, this is where he lost the fight beforehand. He had some nervousness about that part of the game, but he survived those bad positions.
He survived. He got some that great reversal that we saw, and he was able to make a couple submission attempts. He wasn't able to finish them, but you're right. That could give him some confidence that he didn't have in that area before. A little bit more serious coming into the second round. He was all smiles coming into the first, but now I think he's a little bit more serious.
The Kraken takes the center of the cage, outside leg kick from Santos. Little inside-outside trade.
Yeah. I think Matheus is using his length a little bit more, but Angel was able to duck underneath it, and it looks like he's going for the takedown.
Yes. Circle out. Yep.
Diaz showing some good head movement in those striking exchanges.
Trying to drag him, Diaz is trying to drag Santos down.
Outside from Diaz.
That was a nice kick. Got to be careful with those low kicks with guys like that who can grab him and take you down, just like he did. And now it looks like he's working for the Kimura. Excuse me, that Santos is working for the Kimura against Diaz.
Santos might have an armbar here.
He's working for it. If Diaz can get his elbow out.
Oh, that's it! Nasty armbar. Matheus Santos takes it in round number 2.
In fight number 2 against the same grappling opponent.
Really creative way to attack that arm.
I agree.
You know, it looked like he might have been setting up some other kind of shoulder lock at
I thought he
first.
was going for the Kimura at first, but then maybe somewhere in the scramble, I'm on the opposite side of it. He was able to turn around to the armbar, and he got that angle just right and was able to put his arm over his cup, which can really help your armbar if you don't have your knee squeezed in tight.
I'd love to see that foot battle they had again. There was a
Yeah,
moment
me
there
too.
when they were both on their backs. They were using the feet to battle for position. And Matheus Santos, I didn't see exactly how he released the arm, but as soon as he got it, he hyperextended that elbow,
Yeah.
and that was it.
No tap out.
He was able to angle himself underneath it from what I saw. And I really think he used his cup in this situation because he didn't have his knees close together. So what he did was hold on to it and use the leverage to drive. Yeah, there you go. He drove his cup right underneath Diaz's arm.
And for those of you watching at home, look at something really important about the way Matheus Santos finishes that armbar. So you see, they have the fight battle, Santos peeling it off. Now watch how he squeezes the hips together and elevates.
Yeah.
Squeezing those thighs together is so important. See so many people leave those thighs wide.
Yeah,
That's
you
how they
can't
miss
do
an
that.
armbar.
That's how you finish an armbar, is making sure that your knees are squeezing together because it doesn't give your opponent anywhere to wiggle out of.
Really excellent performance here from the 20-year-old out of Pomona, California. Matheus Santos with the second round armbar finish over Angel Diaz.
I'm going to correct myself. I thought that he didn't have his knees squeezed together and utilized his cup more, but it looks like he did both. He squeezed his knees together and he just drug that arm over the cup.
That's a painful place for your elbow to be.
For sure.
To make things official, let's go inside the cage with Salvador Arellano.
The third man in the ring, Alex Smith, brings a fight to a halt 59 seconds into the second round. Your winner by way of technical submission due to an armbar, Matheus Santos.
All right, I'm here with the winner, Matheus Santos. Matheus, how good does that feel?
Man, it feels great, man, especially for a debut, facing a guy who's so experienced and so good. It feels amazing. All the hard work's paying off.
That's the first finish we have tonight, folks. You landed some hard shots. You controlled the whole fight, but did you know you were going to come in here and look for the submission?
Well, I knew he was a jiu-jitsu guy. I mean, he's a pretty popular guy, so I know him. But I mean, I've been training my jiu-jitsu too since I was little, so that's my bread and butter. I was trying to stand, work my striking, you know, but it just played out perfectly.
Now, you guys have actually competed once before in a jiu-jitsu tournament. Now, how important was it for you to solidify this win inside the cage, though?
Oh, it was big. I knew he was going to come at me. He was trying to prove something, so I just had to keep calm. You know, I got a little sloppy in there, but I guess it's just part of the fight.
Well, you had a great performance. We had a lot of fun watching you. Congrats on the first finish tonight. Give it up for Matheus Santos.
Your winner by second round armbar, Matheus Santos.
Well done.